sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson ready to get the preseason started. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, for that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career out of playing in the NFL.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. On play action now. Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, it's Herbert. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. First down, L.A.
First down, Chargers.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll be second down.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Take the handoff. Now Herbert. A throw right side is intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Set.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's to the end zone. Right, it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Jaden Blue.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Brandon Aubrey
on for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Give, and here comes Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. So after being unable to pick up the first down on third down, now they have a decision to make. And Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter four-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if we can get a fresh set of downs.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Cowboys offense ready for their second possession. And, Greg, week one here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
No, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in
the pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Throwing now on third and long. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tarheeb Still. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At his 48-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hampton, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by the Martin Overshed. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Herbert. This is intercepted. Picked off by Teron Black. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
Intercepted. Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 9-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is a And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll look to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Throw here to begin the drive. A quick slap taken by Lamb. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 50, he'll set him to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards. They'll come up here 1st and 10. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
The 15-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go play action here with Milton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Cavante Turpin. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. is good. And the Cowboys move out on top, 14-0.
Chargers, nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Marquise Bell up to make the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy. And
oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Cowboys offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Get out of the gun is Milton. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads. They all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
Chargers, 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
6 yards.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing now from the gun. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Oh, a miss hit there off the side of his foot. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Peel it forward for maybe a yard. Kyle Kennard there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Milton. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Chargers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington and AT&T Stadium. After this, 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He's going to air this one out. That one underthrown and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. But it will be 2nd and long.
He's tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12.
To the air. It's Milton. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, Disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Milton. This one is caught by Turpin. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They'll go. Here's Milton. Oh, a loose football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going forward on 4th down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, might be trying to make something out of nothing there to keep that play alive, but great job here by the defense coming away with the stop, and now we'll see if the offense can come on the field to take advantage of it.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one doesn't sniff out. Blown up in the backfield.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 40.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, he's got Harris. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26.
He'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. 3rd and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They're on the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Milton. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was brought down by Kyle Kennard. A gain of a yard.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll go with Williams. He'll push forward for about a yard. Dayon Henley there on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing, Milton. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add. No time to be conservative. No time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
The Chargers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 9. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete.
And he's in! Touchdown Chargers. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Darius Robinson in on the tackle. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Milton. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith, and that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Chargers offense, and their running back set to go once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give, he's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. There's Leofow getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot. Good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. 1st down, it is Williams. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
3rd and long. Now Milton. That's complete. It's Arian Smith. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And the Chargers
about 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Throw on the run is complete. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that road.
On 2nd down, here's Milton. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Jamari Caldwell on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Looking out of the gun is Milton. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, Cowboys.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 38 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll run. It's Williams. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Milton. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of 1st down.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Jackson now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Now a give up the middle. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's
nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game, and then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the fourth quarter.
Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's short of the line. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Out wide to Williams. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing is Milton. A pass complete there to Smith. They get 18 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on second down is Milton. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Now a toss play, running left. And they're going to work this first down inside the 45. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Maris Leofau. Turnover goes back the other way, a back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
24. Chargers 9.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it.
At their own 26-yard line.
This is first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now right on the heels of the pick six. He is intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elam.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 39.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Get a square shot when he's moving like that. Spinning and turning and picking up 9 yards. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. A handoff as they try to run it here. Shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout to talk things over before third down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go with a run. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with first and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
That's another Cowboys.
So it's a win for the Cowboys as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason.